Am I live yet? Yeah. Morning. We were a little worried today because we weren't sure from the reservations whether we could handle everybody, but it looks to me like there may be a couple seats left up there. But I think next year we're going to have to find a different spot because it looks to me like we're up about 600 this year from last year. And to be on the safe side, we will seek out a larger spot. Now, there are certain implications to that because, as some of the more experienced of you know, a few years ago we were holding this meeting at the Joslin Museum, which is a temple of culture. And we've now, of course, moved to an old vaudeville theater. And the only place in town that can hold us next year, I think, is the Exarban Coliseum, where they have Keno and racetracks. So we are sliding down the cultural chain just as Charlie predicted years ago. He saw all this coming. Charlie, I have some rather distressing news to report. There are always a few people that vote against everyone on the slate for directors, and there maybe a dozen or so people do that. And then there are others that single shot it, and they pick out people to vote against. And this will come as news to Charlie. I haven't told him yet, but he is the only one among our candidates for directors that received no negative votes this year. Hold it. No need to applaud. I tell you, when you lose out the title of Miss Congeniality to Charlie, you know you're in trouble. Now, I'd like to tell you a little bit how we'll run this. We will have the business meeting in a hurry with the cooperation of all of you, and then we will introduce our managers who are here, and then we will have a Q&A period. We will run that until 12 o'clock, at which point we'll break. And then at 12:15, if the hardcore want to stick around, we will have another hour or so until about 1:15 of questions. So you're free to leave, of course, any time. And I've pointed out in the past that it's much better form if you leave while Charlie is talking rather than when I'm talking. But feel free any time. But if you're panicked and you're worried about being conspicuous by leaving, you will be able to leave at noon. We will have buses out front that will take you to the hotels or the airport or to any place in town in which we have a commercial interest, and we encourage you staying around on that basis. Let's get the business of the meeting out of the way, and then we can get on to more interesting things.